fans and subscribers, ninamorifanboi here with the second time using this team I built around Mega Tyranitar. This is against a friend named Awesome One, or Johnny. I'll leave the link to his Miiverse account in the description. He's got a pretty cool team consisting of Gator, Zard, Ferrothorn, Starmie, Keldeo, and Clefable. So a lot of water types that I'm going to hope to, my team is visually pretty weak to them, but I do have that Seismitoad to water absorb, and I have like Rotom too, who is not affected by water as much. He also has that Zard that Rotom can maybe do well against, but either way, I'm just gonna start the battle because no reason to drag out that intro any longer. Oh yeah, he's using an XY cartridge, so like it doesn't really affect anything. I had a Mega Tyranitar team, so I just figured I'd point that out. He leads Clef, I lead Rotom. Gonna Volt Switch here. Doing, damage you'd expect. Gonna go out to my my Scizor, and this, in retrospect, is my very first mistake. So he goes for Calm Mind. Okay, Calm Mind Clef I can deal with. Now here I figured he would be threatened out, so he would go into something, and I actually have SD, U-Turn, Roost, and Bullet Punch on this thing. So here I go for the SD, figuring, I'd threaten him out, because I figured even if he had a fire attack, which he reveals to have, I figured since I'm especially defensive, which I mentioned last video, I would be able to take this, but it turns out I can't, which is why in the last video, if you remember, I said specially defensive Scizor is a bad set. That is why, because just +1, Clefable can knock it out with a single flamethrower. Now here I go into my Excadrill, figuring I'd threaten him out with the Iron Head. Just gonna go into my Torn here, but he's not threatened out, so that I don't really agree with, but it turns out he didn't realize Life Orb Iron Head would OHKO. He didn't think I'd be adamant or something, but either way, he, in his defense, my Excadrill was very threatening to him, but, I mean, had he just let me knock out his Clefable, I would have had a much easier time with my Seismitoad, but that's, obviously not going to happen now, because he's putting in work against my team with just this Clefable. Gonna go out to my Tyranitar right now on, hopefully, in a Flamethrower, but he'll probably just go right for the Moonblast as he does. Doing over half. And now I'm going to Mega Evolve and probably miss my Stone Edge. If you remember last episode, I said I never land Stone Edges with my Mega Tyranitar. Yep, there it is. I mean, it's nothing to even be surprised at. The last battle when I hit my Stone Edge, that was the time to be surprised, but this, nothing new. Like, actually nothing new. So here I'm gonna go out to my Excadrill, and now I figured since he probably doesn't care about this Clefable, I'll just straight out attack it. But of course, now when I decide to Iron Head, he switches out to this Ferrothorn, and at this point in the battle I kinda gave up, because I hate when stuff like that happens, but I kinda already lost a whole bunch of momentum anyway from even risking that Scizor play. I should have calced, but there was nothing in my mind figured that an uninvested Clefable at only +1 would be able to knock out a specially defensive Scizor. So I lost my Scizor there for no reason, lost my T-Tar for no reason, damaged my Torn for no reason, and now I'm losing my Excadrill, who is the only thing left that can maybe deal with his Clefable. But it looks like I do decide to swap out right here, go out to my Torn as he gets up his rocks. And like I said, I do have Heat Wave on this thing, which I will be able to, take advantage of against this Ferrothorn. But he is going to switch out, of course. Goes out to Clef once again, as this Heat Wave is probably going to do no damage, as it doesn't. But now I'm just going to go for the Acrobatics. And that is definitely a 2-hit KO, but he does go for the Moonlight, which is, bad, of course. Could have went into my Drill, but looks like I opt to go for U-Turn right here. hoping he'll go for Moonlight again. But this whole battle, I was just... Earlier in the battle, I was kind of hesitant to do stuff, but like I said, at this point, I didn't really care anymore, so I just go right out to my Excadrill, and he goes for the Moonblast, which, you know, doesn't do much. Yeah, actually, that did quite a bit. And here, just gonna withdraw, apparently. I don't know why. He's probably gonna stay in, because... No, he does withdraw. Wow. Gonna go out to that Ferrothorn. And now I can just fire off some... Well, could have went for Heat Wave, looks like, because he stayed in, but... Had I gone for the Acrobatics on his Clef, that I think it would have been a 2-hit KO. But either way, the Ferrothorn finally goes down. And Fafnir comes out, who is Charizard. Zard X of all things. And this might be able to go down from 2 Acrobatics. Yep, that's barely a 2-hit KO, but he sets up a Dragon Dance right here and will probably knock me out with an attack right now. Unless I outspeed. No, I don't. But fortunately, he goes for Flare Blitz, which is gonna, you know, deal a little bit of recoil damage. Unfortunately, I lost my Torn, but, you know, not much I can really do. Gonna go out to my Rotom, who at +1 can actually live a, oh, he has Outrage instead. Maybe I can't live this. Nope. Alright. Glad we figured that out. So, he had what was that, 3-turn Outrage, so I gotta go out to my Excadrill and sack it, and then all I have left is that Seismitoad, and then hope he hurts himself in confusion. That's all I can do at this point. So, like I said, right now he hurts him, or he gets confused. Now it depends if he does hurt himself, which, based on luck I've had, I wasn't expecting it to happen. But as you'll see, he actually does hurt himself, so I will be able to knock this thread out with the Earth Power. But he does still have... I think he still has the Clef, Starmie, Keldeo... Who was his other water? Was it Rotom? No, Gator. But he does just go for the Secret Sword, and I was hoping to maybe he wouldn't know about Water Absorb, but that Secret Sword is almost able to knock me out, as this Earth Power isn't even going to come remotely close, and that's just going to be game, I'm pretty sure. It says 1 more turn left. Yeah, he just knocks me out here, and I believe that's my entire team. Yeah, okay. So, good game, awesome one, aka Johnny. I don't agree with that Clefable play, but we sorted that out. He said he didn't know that it O-code, and my Excadrill was a threat to him, so understandable play, I guess. But Clef was a big threat to me, so... And that Scizor thing, that was completely my fault, but now I stand by the fact that especially defensive Scizor is a bad set, so... if you want to prove me wrong about that, you're free to, anyone watching this. But either way, that was this battle. Hopefully you're looking forward to the 3rd battle using this team. I won the first one, lost the second one, so 1 more battle left with it to redeem myself. So hopefully you look forward to that. Either way, thank you for watching this video and have a good day.